Okay, who's taking us away?
Oh, I'm gonna start because I got our history day in history, and I want to do something serious before we get into the fart jokes or whatever some people call them. And whenever he's done playing over there, I'm gonna go ahead whether he's playing or not. So
Stopwatch.
April 18th, 1906, the deadliest earthquake in U.S. history struck San Francisco, followed by raging fires. More than 3,000 people were believed to be killed, and estimated as high as 8.3 magnitude. And then something even more dramatic than that. On this date in 2023, Fox and Dominion voting systems reached a $787.5 million settlement that Fox had to pay because they lied about the election in 2020. And Trump still lies about it, but Fox News will never say another word about it because they're shaking in their boots.
And they'll never pay it either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They
didn't settle.
Oh, they had to. Yeah, they agreed to it. They agreed to it.
And then when Rudy Murdoch found out about it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But being the moron he is, he went home and changed his shirt.
no, he changed the pants.
No, he's a moron. He changed his shirt.
Yeah. So that was today in history.
So what was the population of San Francisco at the time? Any idea?
Oh, well,
Because 3,000.
what do you think?
You
You were probably there, weren't you?
I was 1906. I bet it's less than 1 million people. Hell, it's
it was
city
it was
itself.
Yeah, silly
pretty
itself. Yeah.
high percentage of the population.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
That's
Ron and I came along later.
Yeah, not much.
No,
not much.
But later.
Well, 30 years.
Just in time for the cleanup.
Yeah.
30 years later, that's all. It's not a big deal. You're just jealous.
Is that it for history?
Yes, that's our history for the day.
All right. Our fart joke for the day.
Yes, please.
Gonna grace you with 3 and then words of wisdom.
Oh boy.
First one, I told my date I was gaslighting her. Turns out I just shouldn't have had the theme burning out.
Okay.
Number 2, what's are like group chats, like this podcast.
Yeah.
Sometimes you think it's private, but suddenly everyone's involved.
Okay.
Number 3.
I'm not gonna build
I
good
love the
food.
first thing I think. You think it's funny. It's better than what I had originally.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 3. I once tried to hold in fart during yoga.
Try to hold it in.
During yoga.
Yoga. Yeah. And you do yoga? Or you just
Yeah. The instructor said, release your tension. I did.
and it was all over.
Oh, let me get together. I did. The whole class applauded. Moved their backs. All right, the words of wisdom.
After that, there is no more.
Get it from a wise old person. Okay? You go along with that?
Yeah.
No, okay.
Ready?
Fart jokes are a beloved part of humor that transcends age, culture, and context. They bring laughter through their reliability and simplicity, reminding us not to take life too seriously. Whether classic, situational, puny, or theme, fart jokes have a unique way of connecting people and breaking the ice. Next time you're in need of a good laugh, remember these jokes and share them with friends, family, or colleagues. After all, laughter is the best medicine, and sometimes it comes from the most unexpected places, like a well-timed fart joke.
It wasn't so well done.
No, he was a
So
little off.
he was
You're a little
off.
off.
Too exactly.
So fun.
The jokes were great, don't get me wrong, but
but.
your timing on the.
Well, let me just say, the other thing, the other highlight today, or this week, was Marla Maples.
Oh,
Really?
Yes.
I must have missed that little bit in you.
Oh, you certainly did. And that was in my original prepared remarks,
Mhm.
which suddenly disappeared from on
His
top of my
computer.
desk, and I wonder who took them. Because there's only one person
Yeah.
that had, other than myself, that has access, and it wasn't Fat or a loser Donnie. So anyway, Marla Maples, when she was still married to Fat Asshole,
Yeah.
okay, is down in Mar-a-Lago at a party with a friend who brought along their 14-year-old daughter, who happened to be a teenage mom. And when the mother was going to the restroom, Marla Maples sort of sauntered after her and stopped her. And Marla, quoting the article that I read, quoting Marla Maples, Marla said to the mother, I would suggest you keep your eye on your 14-year-old daughter. There are some very sick gentlemen around here, including my husband, unquote. Now, the reason this has not come out before is because of an NDA that Marla had to sign with Loser Donnie.
Yeah, I think everybody signed one, including his family, so.
Right.
So did the NDA run out?
It was not said, it was not said, but
I had read that before.
Yeah.
It's in the book.
Right,
So I'm
nobody's girl.
Not surprising.
not surprising at all.
Do you have anything serious?
I will, but I'm not gonna go.
Well,
I've got time.
I'll tip on something
Yeah.
serious that I saw today.
Yeah.
And I mentioned it to Lou while we were waiting. I actually
Teddy.
Teddy, TR.
Too late.
TR. No, it's not. Nobody heard.
Nobody
heard
listened
that.
to
You
me.
can edit that out.
I was not late.
Well, I mentioned it to
Yeah,
Ben
Yeah.
also earlier.
Yeah.
The deficit, $39 trillion. You're shaking your head.
oh,
Don't worry about the deficit right now. Worry about the bond market if you're invested in any US bonds, because it's about to plummet. And when it plummets, there are a couple things that are going to happen. One of them is we're going to start seeing red lines, unfortunately, all in every city.
oh,
And one of us doesn't have to worry about it because they're gluten-free.
yeah.
He says,
Well, no, he'll starve because all you have to eat is bread, and Lou's gonna be going, is it gluten free? I'm sorry, Lou. Teddy,
Shecky Green here.
yeah,
He's doing the cat skills.
yeah. Although I will agree with, yeah,
Only he was gonna get that.
I'm telling you,
He's gonna have a heart attack.
yes,
Oh,
because
God.
he's laughing at
Oh.
Rome Burns here. Or
Oh,
everything,
world.
because the last week can't keep going on. The stock market can't keep going like this this up and down nonsense. And it's gonna go down on Monday because Iran has, of course, closed the strait again today. And they fired on 2 ships. So, guess what? Oil's gonna go back up. So go get gas today and tomorrow, because you won't be able to afford it on Monday.
What do you
Right.
got? My turn?
Yeah,
You guys talk about parts and stuff like that. I've been a
we get serious stuff.
I'm a religious guy. But
Oh,
pathetic.
here we go.
You're gonna, don't interrupt.
Brings tears to my eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, some bringing tear to my eyes.
Pathetic President Trump is trying to rope-a-dope the Pope. Pope Leo.
Sorry, hang on, just gonna keep going, but I need to, that's.
Write that down.
Gaslight, rope it
Pope
over.
Leo is the head of the Catholic Church with 1.5 billion members worldwide. Trump has a handful of mega maggots which seems to keep him in power for now. Rope-a-dope is a boxing fighting strategy in which the one contender holds back against the ropes to wear out the other one. When it wears out, waiting for the final punch, as was done in the 1974 Muhammad Ali fight, which we all remember well, George Foreman with Ali.
Oh, yeah.
Ali
I
won
remember that.
with much over a much younger contender.
Some of us weren't that old.
Well, Reverend Billy Graham, Higseth, that's his name, for preaching the Bible, talking to our young troops in the same conversation while unleashing his power to destroy the Iranian civilization. God bless America.
And
Oh, well, speaking of religion, Vice President J.D. Vance has just converted to Catholicism while writing a book on religion. Well, he's traveling around the world with Trump's son-in-law, Jared, who looks like an undertaker. The only thing I have to say about J.D. Vance is, Ave Maria, it's good to see you.
I have to tell you, you guys don't pick on poor JD. He had a crappy week this week.
What?
Good.
I mean, he went out and supported Orban in Hungary,
Killed him.
and that guy lost by such a big,
He had what, a crappy week?
a crappy week.
He doesn't wear the pants?
Crappy. We're giving you a sign here. A crappy week.
Get with it.
We need to stop wasting our time.
Wait, I'm not through with this crappy week.
No.
Oh,
Let me think. I'm only one more sentence driving. We need to stop wasting time with this cast the clowns on the war and get back. And
That's
it.
Ben. Don't you remember him from Philadelphia?
yes, we're getting back to the real important thing, which is investigating Epstein, and let us never forget his victims.
So did
But-
you see, go ahead.
First of all, let's finish with Vance. He did that. The Pope basically, said
Eviscerated.
Vance, eviscerated him. And, of course,
You know what the next step is?
what,
Excommunication.
yeah. Poor Vance, that guy, he's such a loser.
And then he gets, well, I don't want to talk about this one.
Yeah, let's,
She wants to jump out of an airplane.
yeah.
She wants to do something.
Yeah,
She'll do anything to get
get
away.
away from him. Yeah, bad one. But let's face it, that election in Hungary was huge, man. It was.
It's a big thing.
It is a big thing. So good point. Thank you.
Interesting that he's already lost Georgia, Tyrone, the Italian prime minister.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's already told him to.
Yep, to go away.
So,
yeah.
he went after the Pope. She's Italian.
Yep.
He's the Pope. You don't go
Don't-
after the Pope.
Most of Latin America is Catholic,
Yeah.
so don't screw with the Pope.
There are 1.4 billion Catholics. He just pissed off 1.4 billion people. And those are the Catholics. That doesn't include the retired Catholics.
Yeah.
There are a few conservative Catholics in the US who are, well, we won't say what they are, but they're bands. So there's 10,000 of those guys that he didn't piss off this week.
Well, that's why fans joined to
Yeah. Be a
recruit.
Yeah, they're like quoting stuff from Franciscans, and they forget that that's who was the head of the Franciscan order was the Pope for
Right.
years and years. And so, yeah. Well, of course, it really wasn't. He wasn't trying to be Jesus, Trump. He was trying to be a doctor. Now, if my doctor walks in a robe, I'm going to say,
Place,
I want somebody else.
place his hand on your head as the light shines out.
I'm gonna,
Yeah, I'm here to do you.
Meow.
Where do I put my nose?
He's a carpenter.
He's a carpenter.
He's
He's got a router.
Well, he's got a whole two.
Okay.
so that ain't blasphemy. Jesus Christ! What about the one with Jesus and Stinky? Closed eyes, hands on each other, and Jesus is cupping a D. They look like they were gonna. The next step was them making out someplace.
Hey, don't piss off 25 of our watchers. The other 25.
It was on. Jesus was there
Yeah.
like this,
Yeah, the memes on this thing are just getting out of hand.
lifting and separating, lifting and separating.
Yeah, it was not a good week. There's nothing left.
Actually, Jesus, I think, was leaning over and saying to him, "Was that you?"
Well, the whole doctor thing apparently was that the White House staff was saying that they should say that the picture was doctored. And he interpreted that he was the doctor.
Oh, so that's
That's how we got.
That's how I got to be a doctor.
Because the White House staff was saying, no. It's a doctored image, a doctored image. He becomes a doctor. I want to know what the three things were flying up above his head. One of them had three.
That one was a plane. One was a plane.
One was.
No, the planes were off on the side.
There was
It
an
was-
eagle coming in.
There was an eagle coming
And
in,
then
but there were three things above him.
And
There's
as,
just three
as
times.
the eagle flew over,
Well,
oh,
now you do realize that the man laying down that he's late touched
Looked
head-
like Epstein.
no, John Stewart.
Right.
Look at it.
Well, John Stewart thought he.
John Stewart thought it was him. He looked
Why?
at that. You put them next to each other, and it's a dead ringer for John.
I saw that.
And
post.
John Stewart just, you've got to read.
Oh, I gotta
Go watch what John Stewart had to say.
that's saying enough about AI.
Yeah,
The hand on the
Yeah.
forehead, and this hand had a ball of
yeah. John wasn't sure.
ball of
Energy.
Yeah,
World
something.
just when you want to do it,
Yeah, he can't get it out.
he can't get it out.
This is world energy.
Okay.
Well, he gave you that earlier. You set him up for
I
it.
said, I'm
And,
sitting here.
Yeah.
Ball.
yeah, tossed it right out there for him.
Can't help it if I'm 89.
Yeah.
Blame my parents. Don't blame me.
So, moving on, Lou,
Please,
you got anything?
He's crying.
no, just keep going,
Busy
keep going,
crying.
because I'm just gonna kick in.
We gotta get serious.
Well,
Why?
it's too late.
My opening remarks: humor, laugh, have fun.
I'm sorry, but those are the best jokes I've heard in a long time.
Boy,
Well,
you're living in
No.
yeah,
Eh,
Hitler had some interest in that.
What?
In farts. There's a term for it.
Schadenfreude.
What is? No, there's I don't know, medical.
Who?
Hitler. He loved to smell farts. He did.
okay. Wrong.
I looked it up.
Little,
Just let
There you
it go.
go. Okay, no more.
he was a little stinky.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Ron's just making crap up now. I don't
I
know.
was making farts up.
Yeah.
All these guys had blonde women. There's a question: what do you think of them?
Well, they did have good taste in their woman.
Yeah.
I have no comment whatsoever about any of that right there. Because I'm afraid one day my wife may actually watch this thing. And then I'll regret it, and so will the rest of y'all.
So what's her name? A blonde? Who? Adolf's.
Yeah.
Main
Eva.
squeeze.
Ava, right?
Yeah.
She was a blonde.
Oh yeah.
Just
Well,
look.
I wasn't around back then, so I don't remember, but apparently some who were here.
Well, you don't know what you missed.
The gnome, of course, she's gone. But she
Every
was blind.
every other
Yeah.
night there was an air raid siren. And like my grandfather
Yeah.
would put on his helmet. Then he'd go out with his flashlight. And we have to pull down all the black shades.
Was this in
Where were
Germany?
you living?
No, here.
Oh,
In New Jersey. New Jersey.
Oh, well,
I shouldn't have said that.
my family was in Texas, so there was no air raid.
Who would want to go
Who'd want to
there?
go there back then? It's
In those
desert.
days,
Speaking of which,
Longhorn cattle, Fort
My-
Worth, Stockyard.
Yards.
Phew!
yeah. If the wind's blowing in the wrong
There goes the
direction,
ball.
yeah, you really don't want to. Which kind of brings up a subject that I wanted to bring up
See
this
how we
week.
lead into
Yeah.
things?
Talking about the current drought situations in the US. You know how bad it is? Just to give you a hint, let me just read you a little statistic. More than 61% of the lower 48 states is in a moderate to exceptional drought. Probably the only thing that's going to help that is if we have a ton of hurricanes this year.
You're not gonna have that.
Yeah. And
You're not gonna have that.
97% of the Southeast and 2/3 of the West are now in the highest levels of drought, including the beautiful place that we live, which I love it more than anything. It is bad. You know, if you're like me, and I know Lou and I do it every time we go over the river, you look at the river
Yeah.
and just look and see how we're not going to make it through summer. It's going to be gone in the middle of the summer.
It's all gonna be fire.
Yeah. Oh, there was a big fire down in the South Valley.
Yeah.
Not big, but there was a fire along the Bosque yesterday. Man, and I don't see anything in the near future. There's
Yeah.
no prediction for any.
You get back into the trees or
Yeah.
my bike, it's scary, the amount of dry brush or dead
Yeah.
trees.
It's,
Miles.
I mean, it just has to get started, and we're all going to be living, I don't know, somewhere. Not here. We're too close to the Bosque, I think. So,
Could have quit using so much water.
yeah.
Golfer.
Yeah. Okay. Do not mess with the golf courses.
I've
Yeah.
done it before.
It's the only thing that gets watered around here, and
It's the only thing that won't burn.
they won't burn. So yes, I'll be playing golf as
You
Albuquerque
and
burns.
Mauricio will be out there.
Yeah,
We're over here burning.
yeah, and I'll be on the golf.
Rolling in the grass.
So yes, we do. You know, and the people in Washington, they don't care. There's no climate change or any issues. You know, things are just the way they are. To heck with it.
He's
But
trying
yeah.
to close the Department of Forestry. The Trump man is.
Well, I can
Oh,
believe it.
yeah,
He's
but
going to
he-
probably
but-
sell all the forest land.
Wasn't he from North Dakota? Bergstrom?
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's the governor.
yeah,
I'm sorry. We're from South
I
Dakota.
know.
Do not.
I know that.
He gets
Don't
told
worry,
he
you're
hurts
fine.
on it.
I'm just pointing out that he's from North Dakota.
Yeah, we have a fine or had a fine governor, the Gnomester. I mean, so proud of what she accomplished while she's in Washington here.
You and her husband,
Yeah.
Balloon Man.
Are you talking about balloons here at the? in
No,
I don't know, they
Albuquerque?
hired him
Oh,
from Macy's. He's gonna be a lead float.
two lead flows.
Two.
Two lead flows,
Bare chested.
both going in different directions.
He's warming up at the circus.
Oh yeah, I bet he's there.
Yeah.
Making
Well,
like-
yeah,
Yeah, it's a circus this week. Yeah.
It's off Broadway. Off Broadway.
Broadway.
Broadway is about 2.5 miles in that direction.
Listen, before I forget, LDE Affinity Jewelry.
Yep.
.com. Don't forget to hit them up, and Guerrilla Graphics,
Yeah.
our sponsors.
What's it say?
We've got another one.
I can tell you what mine
I
says,
can't tell you what mine says.
Yeah.
but this is a family show.
So we won't mention it. Yeah. And just to mention, because I have one last story, which I thought was interesting because we are all about coffee here.
Yes.
But there is a Midwest coffee shop that is sharing its recipe for its most popular latte with other coffee shops. Little Joy Coffee in Northfield, Minnesota, is posting videos on social media to help other independent coffee shops continue to make money. Because pretty soon, even we won't be able to afford to go to the coffee
I
shop.
mean, there'll be coffee lines
Yeah, there'll be coffee. Yeah.
along with the bread lines
Yeah.
and the gluten-free line.
What is it back in the
You won't have a crowd.
yeah. In World War II, they made their coffee out of like hickory or something.
No,
Chicory.
chicory.
Oh,
Yeah.
great. So
It's smooth.
yeah, I can bet it is.
There are some that still use chicory to smooth out the
Yeah,
really bad coffee beans.
Yeah.
you know what
But-
the chicory does?
It's nice to know.
No, you know what it does? You should know.
I
Well,
don't
tell
know
us.
what it does.
I don't either, but can I finish my story?
Well,
I didn't know you had a
get the
story.
sound effect.
Go ahead.
But they're sharing this with other coffee shops, and I think if I get the chance Monday, I'm going to see if they'll do this. It is let's see what they called it, a raspberry Danish latte, and maybe they'll make one for me at our coffee shop.
Or
The
maybe
coffee is called a Danish latte.
Raspberry Danish latte is the
Well,
special.
maybe they will, and maybe they.
You can buy me.
But if people come to Plot of Coffee, they'll be able to find out. And if you can't get that, you get a chai tea latte and it's just as good.
Are we done?
Are we good?
No.
Oh, we're not finished.
No.
Are we?
P.S.
How much time?
A few more minutes.
Oh,
P.S. Harpo Cash is trying to sober up enough.
oh, that was a good story. Thank you.
They're trying to sober up enough to help the DOJ reopen cases against Comey, Mark Kelly, and people like that. Is what they're saying is, we'll see you at trial, Mr. President. He would not go to trial for anybody for anything, unless he had to.
No. By the way, Cash Patel's kind of been hitting the headlines.
Well,
He-
he's been hitting the bottom.
Yeah.
He apparently thought he was fired on Thursday. Did you read that story?
Friday last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't get into his computer. So he's running around the FBI office trying to find out if he still has a job. This has got to be the most embarrassing thing in the world. You're not sure if you've got a job or not. So you're trying to get somebody to get into your computer to see if you have a notice that you're no longer working.
When Trump fired Comey, Comey was Southern California and saw it on television.
Yeah.
Right, right.
And he had
And
a
he
flight
could-
commercial to
Yeah,
he had
like
to, yeah.
commercial to come back.
Yeah.
But well, and
That's
apparently
hatred.
Patel spends a lot of time in Vegas on the weekend.
Yes, he does.
And
That's
so
where his
my
girlfriend-
guess is
That's where his girlfriend dances.
he's going to have to catch a commercial flight this weekend to get home on Monday.
She's a coyote ugly.
Oh,
Drinks
she's-
are half
she's
right.
She's actually a Nashville sinker.
Yeah.
Country western girl.
Funny,
Y'all,
yeah.
That's why that FBI plane goes to Nashville all the time.
all the
Yeah.
time, yeah. Flies in
She's
and
very
in
talented.
and out, like cash, in and out.
But
in and out.
apparently they also pick her up because she's a security issue because they're worried about something happening to her. And I'm thinking, you know what? No, not so much. He's going to be gone soon. It's not a,
He's probably next.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Didn't we
think
talk about
there's a whole list now.
yeah.
No,
Cash
it-
Patel, Ken
Heck.
Seth is gonna be gone because he's gonna take the blame
Yep.
for the capitulation.
Commerce Secretary, the lady,
No, labor.
Labor Secretary, thank
Labor.
you.
She's
Well,
boinking somebody
yeah.
on the
Well,
staff.
and her husband and father are apparently sexually harassing all the staff. They tried to file charges against them.
And Bessett,
They're banned from the department.
Bessett was drunk the other day.
Yeah.
Yep. So, I mean, he was,
He's the one who smiles all the time. He looks like girl.
no, that's
he-
Hassett.
That's Hassett.
I wasn't laughing
You know
every
why,
time I see
you know why
him.
he smiles? Dude, you know why?
Because he sneaks one. Yeah, he sneaks one.
So
He's got silent but deadly.
I think somebody's going next week. One of those,
They have
they're
to.
gone. There's no way they're gonna be able to stick in that job.
Last week, we all voted, the three of us voted for Cash.
Yeah. I still think he's on the top of the list. He apparently thinks he's on the top of the list. So he's just waiting because his computer could be turned off at any moment.
His eyes are popping out.
And what about Hegseth's recitation of the Ezekiel?
Oh, yeah.
Supposedly Ezekiel
Yeah.
quote from the Bible.
Yeah.
It was Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
What movie was that?
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction, yeah, that was great.
Yeah. As he's shooting somebody, that's what he's,
Yeah.
yeah, which kind of would fit for Hegseth. He's shooting all kinds of
Yeah.
people. That guy's not gonna be up for war crimes. There's no way around it. It's gonna happen.
Speaking of war crimes, so we talked about my friend Bibi.
Yeah.
Oh, BB?
Well, BB can't travel anymore because I don't think there's anywhere besides the US that he can go that he won't be arrested. I think there's warrants out for him everywhere, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, World Court.
yeah, has issued. So he can fly to the US and that's about it.
So
Interpol's just sitting like this.
Yeah. Waiting.
So really what kind of ties it all together is
You can tie all this together.
yes,
Okay.
because Iran is supposedly agreeing to the ceasefire, 72 hours old. They're already taking pot
Yeah.
shots at tankers and stuff. But as I've been listening to some other commentators, especially this morning, they are now free to bide their time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not going to, they were attacked. They're not gonna let that go. We have now extended their rage against the West for generations.
Well, you think the deficit is as bad as it's gonna get? Where do we have to start rebuilding?
Yeah,
The Saudi Arabian countries,
yeah.
Kuwait?
The Pentagon wants 1.5
Well, they're not
trillion
gonna get that.
add to their budget, which
They're not gonna get that. And when they don't get it,
they don't need it.
loser guy is gonna go bonkers.
Yeah.
So,
We got time?
yes.
Okay.
Hit like and subscribe. Leave a comment and we'll see you next week.
Yep.
Well.